Introducing VasoFlux for Men, packed with 12 powerful natural ingredients. VasoFlux for Men was created as a safe alternative to prescribed medicine and harmful gas station sex pills. Ingredients in VasoFlux for Men have been clinically proven to help increase libido, increase blood flow to the genitalia, increase energy, strength and stamina, strengthen erections, and aid in healing the body. VasoFlux for Men is made in an FDA-registered facility and is certified for good manufacturing practices.
Like the stream, people. 2 Milwaukee women suspect of stealing $85,000 from Chicago men. Now, I'm before I even get into this article, I bet you it was dudes that were flexing. I could be wrong, but like I said, when you flex like that, a lot of times you make yourself a target. I ain't saying that right at all, but what I'm saying is women come around if they see that you have something that they want. But let's get into it. There's a video here.
Erica, they targeted the men of River North. They came here with vials of alcohol that were incredibly potent, a gun with a laser sight on it, and a vision to get rich quick. Tiana Trammell is a Milwaukee mother of one, pregnant with her second. Tawana Rainey is a single mom.
How come these chicks is always pregnant? And I bet you they either ain't with the father or don't even know who the father is. They don't even know who the father is. It's crazy.
Works as a phlebotomist at this Milwaukee hospital, performing blood transfusions.
And they got jobs.
Drawing blood. But since the beginning of the year, the two were drawing in victims to a scheme prosecutors say landed them more than 85 grand in other people's money. The most recent case Saturday night. Investigators say they arranged to meet a man from a dating app at this River North bar. The man didn't know the vial of alcohol they plied him with would lead to an instant blackout. What the Milwaukee duo didn't know, a tracker had been placed on their Nissan. In this case, their getaway back to Wisconsin would stall. When their car didn't start, their arrest came just minutes later. But in past cases, prosecutors say they'd sometimes go back to a man's house and rob him. On another occasion, one was left at the Lake Forest Oasis, only to find his phone, jewelry, and wallet missing. Authorities say they had surveillance videos of Target and Walmart stores back in Wisconsin where they would rack up big bills on the credit cards of their victims, maxing out ATM transactions.
And when would you say that things got out of control?
Federal agents telling CBS 2 this sounds like a movie. Namely, the movie Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez, where wealthy men at nightclubs become the...
No, this is Cardi B's life story. Cardi B admitted to doing this, and it's almost like these women listened to Cardi and decided to do the same thing. Drug men and rob them. And yes, this was the script of a whole movie. They're basically putting it out there and they're throwing it in people's face like this stuff can go on. But this is one of the times where you're seeing women get busted for it. Because I'm pretty sure this happens a lot more than we know. But a lot of times, the dudes don't really come forward. Like in the Cardi B situation, those dudes probably weren't coming forward. But in this situation, they caught these women and tracked them.
The target of scheming groups of women. Just like the movie, these women are behind bars. As investigators say, others, part of the ring, are now being sought as well.
So there's more of them. There's more of those heifers. You got the one chick laughing, smiling in the mugshot. That's mental illness.
All 10 of these schemes, that it was her car and her gun that was found inside that vehicle. Ms. Rainey believed to be part of 4 of the 10 schemes. Because this went from Illinois into Wisconsin, across state lines, that could change the landscape of this case moving forward, and we'll stay on top of that too. Live in River North, Chris Ty, CBS 2 News.
You got the one chick in the mugshot that is like smiling, she's laughing. That's that mental illness, man. Maybe they think they're gonna get away with it. That's what happens when you have women getting slaps on the wrist a lot in their life, and they've never been held accountable for anything. And because they haven't been held accountable for anything, they tend to get away with stuff like this. These women should be made an example out of. Because I'm telling you right now, I think this happens a lot more than people may know. Because a lot of times, man, the easiest way to try to rob a dude is through women. Is by using women in order to rob these dudes. And you have women with no moral compass whatsoever. They think the world has been horrible to them, so they want to go and make other people's lives miserable. They want to steal from other people. Ain't one or two of the heifers had a job, and you do this anyway? You got one got a kid and another kid on the way? You don't care about your kids? Or you don't think you're going to do any hard time? And because this happened in 2 states, I think they may make an example out of these women. Matter of fact, let's see if I have it. Let me put the mug shot up so y'all can see this. Look at this mental illness. Look at the chick on the left, man. First off, who trying to meet the chick on the left? In all seriousness. Who trying to meet the chick on the left, man? This chick look crazy, man. Gotta be careful out here, fellas, man. It's a lot of savages out here. It's a lot of people that are thirsty. They thirsty for what you have. They can't go out and get and work for what they want. They want what you got. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to get what you got. They don't want to build nothing for themselves. They probably even know who the father of their kids are. They're not going after them for support, probably because they're in and out of jail themselves. So what they do is go after and target these guys, for the most part, offline, online. These guys might flaunt jewelry, money. That's why I tell you, dude, stop flaunting your money on the gram, on Facebook, because you're going to make yourself a target. One of the guys that they said had his jewelry stolen. This dude's walking around in jewelry. You're making yourself a target, man. And I think that the judge should make an example out of these women. Because if you give these women a slap on the wrist, what's going to happen is they're going to do this again. They're going to do this again. So that judge does not, or whoever's presiding over this case, the DA's office, they cannot let this slide. You got to make an example, or this stuff is going to continue. Because you got a lot of women out here who have no accountability for their actions whatsoever. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want. And a lot of times they want what you have. And a lot of you dudes also need to be careful the type of women you're impregnating. One of these women are going to be leaving behind, well, once she has the kid, 2 children. This is what goes on in the black community that nobody wants to talk about. You know what's funny? I had somebody comment on my video, right? They said, why do I call black people melanated? Why don't I just say black? Because we are melanated people. Just because you like to throw around the black term because it makes you feel like a victim, I don't. We're melanated people. Melanated people. If you don't like me saying it, oh well, I'm going to say it. Okay? But these 2 melanated heifers definitely need to be thrown under jail and made an example out of.